My girlfriend texted me saying she was pregnant, but the baby wasn't mine. I replied by wishing the actual father good luck. Then I instantly blocked her number and mailed a sympathy for the responsibility ahead card to the guy she named. After that, she kept trying to reach me through mutual friends, insisting she was panicking. I'm Ryan, 32, and honestly, I'm still stunned at how fast life can just detonate. 1 minute you're planning a little vacation, then suddenly everything is burning down around you. This was Monday morning around 10 a.m. I was in a group work meeting, phone muted, when her message came through. Amanda, 29, my girlfriend of 3 years. We lived together in my home. We talked about marriage. I genuinely believed we were building a future. Her message said, Ryan, I'm pregnant. I have to tell you the truth. It isn't yours. It's Kevin's. I'm sorry. We need to talk. Kevin was the co-worker she'd been putting in tons of extra hours with. I sensed something was off. My gut wasn't lying. My first reaction felt weirdly calm. The type of calm that shows up right before everything goes insane or right after a blast when you're just staring at what's left. It felt like a switch flipped in my brain. Tactical mode. So I waited until my meeting ended, sat at my desk, opened her message again, and I replied, wishing the father all the best. Then I blocked her instantly. No arguing. No dramatic back and forth. She made her choice. She gave her update. From my side, the conversation was done. Next target, Kevin. Same company, different department. I knew his last name. Found him on a well-known professional networking site. Yep, same guy I saw her giggling with too comfortably at the last company event. Found his office location. On my lunch break, I went to the stationery store, bought a sympathy card, not a baby celebration card. Inside I wrote, to Kevin, heard about your upcoming responsibility. My condolences. Ryan, Senate Express. Priority shipment. Childish? Maybe, but deeply satisfying. She lives in my house. Everything is under my name. Mortgage. Bills. Her name is on nothing. She moved in 18 months ago. Almost all the furniture was mine before she ever arrived. I left work early. First move, new locks on every exterior door. Cheap price for peace. Then I collected her belongings, clothes, shoes, mountains of cosmetics, all her little decorations everywhere. Packed and labeled everything near the front door. I wasn't raging. I was just cleaning up the wreckage she caused. She usually gets home around 6 p.m. Her key won't work. She'll try to reach me, except she can't. She's blocked. This was going to be interesting. Update 1 to 72 hours later. It's been a wild ride. Thank you to those who messaged privately. It's reassuring to know I wasn't losing it. So Monday night the moment happened. Around 6:15 p.m. my camera alerts me. Amanda, first confused, then annoyed. She's wrestling the lock. Then she tries her phone, realizing she's blocked. Then the knocking starts. Ryan, open the door. My key isn't working. I let her knock for 5 solid minutes. Then I open the door just a crack. Chain still on. Amanda. Ryan, finally. My key. It's not your key anymore. Not your home anymore. What are you talking about? Stop being dramatic. I said I was sorry. It was a mistake. A mistake? Getting pregnant by someone else's mistake? Interesting word choice. I pointed toward her packed belongings. Your things are near the entrance. Arrange someone to pick them up. She went pale, then angry. You can't just throw me out. I live here. I have rights. No, you don't. Your name isn't on the mortgage, the lease, or any bill. You were a guest. Visit's over. Then her phone rings. She looks at it. Panic rising. Kevin. Perfect. My car must have arrived. Kevin just called freaking out. What did you do? His co-workers are acting weird. Your delivery showed up an hour ago. I simply sent my congratulations to the real dad. Felt fitting. You're horrible, Ryan. I messed up. Okay? Big. I still love you. You call this love? Interesting definition. You can message me a time slot to pick up your stuff. You'll get 30 minutes. She starts crying. Real tears? Actor tears? Doesn't matter. Where am I supposed to go? I have nowhere. I'm sure Kevin's got a lot on his plate now. Maybe he can help. Door closed. She kept knocking a while. Then she gave up. An hour later, messages start coming from new accounts. Begging, apologizing, wanting to talk. Then demanding, saying she improved my home because she bought a shower curtain once and a pod organizer. Blocked. Then Melissa, her friend, starts. Ryan, she's crushed. You can't abandon her. She's pregnant. Her situation isn't my problem. She made her choices. She still loves you. Kevin meant nothing. Clearly I didn't mean enough. Her stuff is ready. You're heartless. She needs to talk to the father. I'm done. Block Melissa. Now her mother, Carol, is calling my work line, leaving voicemails I ignore. Ryan, this isn't like you. Amanda is shattered. You need compassion. She needs her things and a place temporarily. The entitlement is insane. They all really think I'm just supposed to raise another man's child? Because she slipped? She messaged again from another new account. Persistent. I'll admit, she kept expecting me to cover lodging for her and compensate her for the emotional investment in our relationship. Meanwhile, the web had already flagged some of her repeated messages as junk. Her containers still sit by the front door, ready for collection. Update 2, 1 week later. The past week has been a masterclass in inflated egos and desperate attempts at control. Honestly, it's almost impressive, if it weren't so sad. The containers, after a flood of increasingly frantic messages from new accounts, all now hitting my junk folder, Amanda finally assigned Melissa to pick them up. Last Wednesday, 2 p.m., I agreed. Melissa arrived, looking like she'd just bitten into something sour. No Amanda. Apparently, Amanda claimed she was too emotionally fragile to show up. Sure, Melissa expected me to help load the boxes into her car. Me? She can expect whatever she wants. Reality doesn't bend to her whims. The arrangement was simple. Collection only. The boxes are here. My job ends at the doorstep. I stood by the door, arms crossed. Melissa, you're impressive. Pregnant, no less. Really going to make her expecting friend do all the heavy lifting? Her condition and choice of mover aren't my problem. The boxes were ready. Melissa whined, dramatized how heavy they were. Took 3 trips. On her last trip out, she paused and said, "You know, she really thought you two were forever. Kevin was just a mistake." She meant the pregnancy, the announcement trying to show off. I delivered my response calmly, letting the facts speak. Any lingering doubt about doing the right thing? Gone. She's scared. She cares for you? No. She cares for security I provided. Big difference. Goodbye, Melissa. I blocked her again after she left. Then came the financial attempt. Friday, my bank security team flagged unusual activity on a card Amanda had access to, a backup card I rarely used, for emergencies only. She must have taken it Monday when leaving for work. In the chaos, she tried to book a suite at a high-end downtown hotel for a week. Denied. Then attempted a $1,500 luxury purse online. Denied again. Flagged. I verified. Unauthorized. Card terminated. Profile secured. Problem avoided. A small detail, but telling. She's not just looking for a temporary place. She's trying to maintain a lifestyle. Meanwhile, fallout from the sympathy card emerged through mutual contacts. A neutral acquaintance informed me that Kevin is furious. Not just at Amanda, but at the public or workplace exposure of the news. Apparently, he's hurt. Amanda neglected to realize that. She wasn't merely cheating on me. She was a side partner, too. The layers, wow. The card alone apparently caused chaos in his world. His spouse found out. Not my chaos. Amanda's mother, Carol, has escalated. She's leaving emotional voicemails and sending certified letters demanding I act responsibly and provide financial support for Amanda during her time of need. The letters are full of blame, years Amanda spent with me, how I'm abandoning her and an innocent child. conveniently ignoring whose child it actually is. I'm keeping these sealed for my attorney, if needed. Most recently, 2 police officers visited. Amanda filed a complaint claiming I took her belongings, specifically a high-end laptop and some accessories she called heirlooms. I welcomed the officers calmly, showed them the containers Melissa collected, and had photos from before her arrival. I explained. She cheated, became pregnant by another man. I ended the relationship, changed the locks, and kept her possession secure. Laptop? Proof of purchase, predating Amanda, in my name, paid by me. Accessories? I turned over everything I had. If anything was heirloom, it wasn't protected by her or retrieved when she chose to destroy our life. The officers were polite, clearly saw this as a messy breakup, not theft. They recorded my account, left skeptical but satisfied. Amanda likely hoped law enforcement would force me to let her back in or give her money. This isn't a simple mistake anymore. It's a calculated display of ego and coercion, backed by her supporters. They truly expect me to fix the mess she made with another man. My resolve? Only growing stronger. This isn't just about her cheating anymore. It's about refusing to be bullied or manipulated. Final update. 2 months later. It's been just over 2 months since D-Day, the Destruction Day, as I now call it. The chaos is mostly settled, and I felt it was time to write the closing chapter. The police visit was Amanda's last real attempt to directly pressure me. Once the officers left unimpressed, I had my lawyer draft a firm cease and desist letter. It outlined her claims, my evidence, proofs of purchase, photos of the containers, the full timeline of the breakup, and clearly warned that any further harassment, false statements, or attempt to contact me or damage my reputation would result in immediate legal action for defamation and harassment, including pursuit of costs. We sent it to Amanda and also copied her mother Carol and Melissa to be thorough. Almost instantly, the pestering from Amanda and Melissa stopped. Finally, sweet, precious silence from that side. The card I sent Kevin? That failed car attempt became an additional advantage. It served as undeniable proof of attempted deception, which my lawyer referenced in the correspondence to highlight her behavior. What about Amanda and Kevin? From what I've gathered through a few reliable contacts, it's an utter disaster. Kevin's spouse kicked him out, and apparently his professional life is suffering due to the workplace scandal. No one likes that kind of chaos. He's reportedly blaming Amanda entirely, saying she misled him, which, honestly, seems likely, just as she misled me. Not exactly stepping up to be a responsible father-to-be. Last I heard, he's fighting any financial obligations, demanding verification, everything. So much for their passionate fling. Amanda, based on rumors, is in shambles. After Melissa couldn't accommodate her permanently, Amanda became a difficult guest, expecting full service while giving nothing. Not surprising. Carol apparently understood that I wouldn't provide any financial support. Amanda had to move back in with her parents. She's reportedly miserable, blaming me, Kevin, everyone, but showing zero introspection. Her ego? Still intact. Carol, her mother, tried one last desperate move a few weeks back, ignoring the cease and desist. She called my workplace, bypassed the front desk by pretending to be from my institution, and began a tearful plea when I answered. Ryan, she's going through a tough pregnancy. Kevin is treating her terribly. Don't you have any compassion? Just a little to help her cope for old time's sake. I kept it short and firm. Carol, your child's situation is not my responsibility. You were copied on a cease and desist from my lawyer. Any further attempt to contact me by any method will be considered a direct violation and met with legal action. Do you understand? A muffled noise. Then she hung up, and that was it. Total, absolute quiet. The most satisfying part of everything. This wasn't some elaborate revenge plan. It was simply holding my ground. I acted promptly, rationally, and legally. She set up her own mess with another man. Now she deals with herself. The natural consequences of her choices delivered true justice. She assumed she could have it all, and that I would cave if she cried a little. She severely miscalculated me. My home is peaceful now. Finally mine again. I've been gradually reclaiming the space, making it fully mine once more. Removing her final traces has been deeply satisfying. The calm is incredible. One last of amusement. A mutual contact, who Amanda apparently tried to borrow a large sum from and was denied, told me Amanda complained that the sympathy card I sent Kevin was a decisive blow. She said it made him appear firm and clever, solidifying his stance against her. That small, calculated act of stationery, it landed perfectly. It wasn't just a poke. It was a precise strike that ensured accountability landed where it belonged, on Kevin and Amanda. They wanted me to take responsibility for their choices. Instead, they face the full consequences of their actions, and justice was served naturally. I'm moving forward wiser and with a much tidier home. Farewell,